Hello and welcome to Miniatures Rundown. It's time for talking about LVO preview, which doesn't have anything that is particularly in the interest of you and I, and yet has a lot of things I think are interesting.
I agree.
Let's start with Kill Team.
Yeah. Something we haven't talked about in a little while.
Yeah,
GW.
you and I just haven't had much time to play much Kill Team.
Yeah.
That being said, we do think the game is pretty good.
Yeah.
Shape-based economy aside. And now we get one kit we've seen before, and then a brand new kit that we've never seen before.
Ooh.
Or, well, sorry, that we haven't seen previewed.
Yeah.
This is Kill Team Nightmare!
Yeah, it's a bunch of emo boys.
Yeah,
no, it's not the emoist boys.
This really should be called Kill Team Edgelords.
Yeah, there it is. Kill Team Edgelord.
This box has very sharp edges. Don't cut yourself on them.
They would only be darker if that was Drakari instead. But
That is Drukhari.
oh, you're right. I'm dumb. I'm gonna cut that out so I don't look dumb.
So we've seen these models before. These are the new Night Lords.
Yep, they previewed these a couple weeks ago.
I'm not a Night Lords player.
Same.
That being said, these are amazingly done models. I want to see more Chaos Space Marine kits that let you do this.
Yes.
Like, I want Night Lords to have their Chaos Space Marines. Not just Tzeentch and Nurgle.
Yeah. The only thing about it's strange, and I'm kind of seeing that strangeness, is it is very clearly the same kit with new bits on it, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's the first time that they have one kit that has two different sprues.
That's a good point. I don't think they've done that before, where you take one kit and which upgrade sprue you put on it.
Yeah. Because they have the Legionaries upgrade sprue.
Right.
Which is basically the default one. And has the new upgrades like the tome and all that stuff. But then you have this one with the Night Lords, which has new weapon options and the helmets and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I like the flesh hanging off the one.
I was going to say, I like both this guy's flesh hangings and the giant polearm chainsword is really cool.
That is sweet.
My favorite is this guy who desperately needs to go to the dentist. It's something we don't see enough of, is the way that the chaos actually mutates them.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say 40k dentistry.
It's something we don't see enough of, 40k dentistry.
I want a dentist faction.
Please put the dentist elf from Rudolph Christmas Special right there.
Put a Space Marine helmet on him.
These are great models, even though I don't play this faction. And, I mean, they're clearly an upgrade sprue, but look at all the additional tabards and stuff. Are you sure it's an upgrade sprue?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it is, because all of this stuff would be a bear to put in. Like, these are sculpted. True. I'm not sure they are. I think this might be...
It might take inspiration, but it might be a whole new kit. I mean, that would honestly be impressive.
I think it is. Yeah, anyway, great looking models.
Yeah,
I want this for every Chaos Space Marine faction.
Yep.
I want an Iron Warriors Chaos Space Marines.
That would be dope.
I mean, obviously, we're biased because we think they're cool. But, where's our Noise Marines?
Shut up, Josh. That has been haunting me for years.
Now, they're up against Mandrakes.
Which, dear God, they needed it, first of all.
Yeah, so that was last edition 40k. The Mandrakes were very, very good, but had a terrible old resin kit. Now they're not very good anymore.
And this kit looks great.
Though they do have the rule, at least in the current Drukhari Index, where if they're not in engagement range, you can pull them and then redeploy them.
Which is always good.
So they are good. They're just not terrifying. The other good anti-horde. Yeah, these are all very good models. Very clearly inspired by like the Japanese demon things. That I forget what they're called.
Yeah, I love these. I'm not a Drukhari player, but these are amazing looking.
I think they also have skin robes, because if you look at the way they're put together.
So this is Kill Team Skin Robes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, they should have called this just Kill Team Bat, because they're really.
I think that's supposed to be magic rather than. I think that is like a wave of magic that he's throwing out.
Yeah, but it looks like bat. No,
it does look like bat wings. Big fan. Very good. Very cool. I wish I could paint fire like that.
The tattoos. Oh my gosh.
Tattoos.
Yeah, these are all fantastic looking models. And then we also got a preview. Well, it just says, so this terrain piece comes in this box.
Oh, interesting.
Because it says, within Kill Team Nightmare, awesome new piece of terrain. Because I thought this was a preview for the terrain piece, the terrain box that
came out with it.
Right. But it looks like this is actually a giant terrain piece. That's going to be an expensive box.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I really want this terrain piece because it's very...
Would you like 2 kill teams that you don't want?
No! That's the problem.
Yeah, that is the problem.
I'll have to find a local. But yeah, overall, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I really like these models.
On now to the other skirmish game from the other universe. Necroma, just kidding. We didn't get anything for Necromunda.
Yeah, sad day.
No, instead we got Nighthaunt and Lumineth, 2 of the armies with the most releases for anyone ever.
Yep. Hey, let's put out another thing for Lumineth and another thing for Nighthaunt.
Yeah, there's a lot of Nighthaunt, especially when in these skirmish games.
Yeah, it's really weird because... Yeah, actually, you're right. Because Nighthaunt originally was from Vampire Counts. There was like 3 models.
Yeah.
And then they got their own release, and they got a whole new range. And then they just keep, like, every 6 months, they'll just throw a new model
They're
in there.
one of the more popular armies.
They are. It probably doesn't help that they were the starter for last edition.
Right. So this is Pyre and Flood.
What a strange name.
There's a video game called Fire and Flood, which is like a little indie game. It's Nighthaunt versus Lumineth. Still set in the Gnarlwood, which, meh.
Yeah.
We know how that works.
We know how the meat trees treat us.
So this is the Pyre Souls. And basically they're all about Nighthaunt, but burning.
So they put... The sculpts are fine.
The sculpts are fine.
I actually like those. Those are different.
I like them a lot. GW sculpting fire is always kind of a mixed bag.
That's true.
Because you have to paint it like that or it looks wrong.
Yeah.
And, I don't... These are probably some of my least favorite Nighthaunt models, honestly.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I actually like these. I like them more than the crossbows.
Well, no one liked the crossbows.
Fair.
And they're up against...
The most generic?
Yeah, they're just... Now, I won't say the most generic. They do have these masks.
That's true.
These Lumineth Realm Lords are, like... I actually like these as far as Lumineth Realm Lords. They're elementary Lumineth who are dedicated to the element spirits that embody Hyege. So basically, this is Water Temple, which if you are familiar with Lumineth Realm Lords, we got Earth Temple was kind of the main thing that we started with. And then we got the Air Temple, that's like the Fox Spirit and the Kangaroo Riders.
Yep.
And the only thing we ever got from the Water Temple was the Swordsman. So these are more Water Temple guys, which is kind of cool.
That is cool.
Because their thing is like a martial excellence. Earth is, stoicness, air is speediness, and these are we are good at punching people. They are very, especially these 2, very reminiscent of Harlequins to me.
That's true. They do have a Harlequin look to them.
In their posing, everyone has a tactical tree except these 2.
Yep. They're just regular people.
We've moved on from tactical rocks, except this one, and on to tactical tree stumps.
There's like 3 things in the entirety of Lumineth that I like, and they're all very large singular models. And that would be the mountain guys.
Cow
Mountain, the other Cow Mountain, and what's his name? The light guy that's in armor.
Eltharion.
That model's amazing.
I mean, that model slaps.
Yeah. But like the rest of it doesn't really interest me.
I do like these guys.
Yeah.
I like the masks. And then this is the terrain piece it comes with. Frowny Frog.
Bro, you ever get so high that... Bro.
Are you telling me that the great plan is just that the old ones were just stoned out of their gourds?
That doesn't look like it.
No, I think that's supposed to be a Slan.
I thought that was it's literally called...
Oh, it is an idol of the old ones. Well, the old ones were apparently looked like Slan.
Yeah.
They made Slan.
That makes sense. Which is probably why Slan are like the highest rank.
Right.
Priests
and of course comes with a tome for it. Yeah, so we didn't talk about this with the Kill Team when we should have. This is obviously the direction they're taking for Kill Team and Warcry.
Yeah. These
individual boxes. Neither of these boxes mentioned a terrain set coming with them.
That's true.
Which is possibly a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, so instead of every 3 months or whatever, you get 2 teams and a full thing of terrain, you get 2 teams, a little thing of terrain, and it's cheaper.
It just sucks if you wanted that terrain piece, because I would love to paint this terrain piece. That is really cool looking.
I actually like that there's the big crystal up top, and then the bottom crystal is gone.
Yeah, someone pried it out.
Yeah, that's cool.
And someone tried to pry that one out and didn't do a good job.
It exploded. I don't know.
I am Kroot.
Oh my god. Please.
You are Kroot. That's right. Plastic Kroot, and not just in a Kill Team warband. This is probably the biggest announcement.
Yeah.
Well, not counting the last one. So this is
another army box.
Yeah.
Coming out who knows when.
Well, it's an army box. It's the army box for Tau Empire, and there's no Tau in here.
Tau mercenaries.
Right. Well, no.
There's no Tau the race.
So yeah, this is a strange choice.
It is.
To put your army, like the Dark Angels one is like, what do Dark Angels do?
Yeah.
Terminators.
Woo.
Put a bunch of them in a box and give them a book.
Yeah.
This one was like, okay, so this is the Tau Codex. This is your first chance to get your hands on it. And we're stuffing it with not a single Tau model. It's all the Kroot.
It is a weird choice. I feel like they shouldn't have put the book in here.
Right, that's
this
what I mean.
Should have just been the models after the book came out.
Right. Or an army box just without the book.
But it would have had to have still come out after the book, because do you think people are going to buy it before the book that's already been announced to coming out?
For people who like Kroot, yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because these are Kroot are, they're Tau mercenaries. They haven't gotten plastic kits for most of these. We did get the Farstalker Kin Band, which is usable in 40k, has terrible rules.
Don't they all?
But we didn't really get actual kits for them, and now we do. So we get a
War Shaper?
Yep, he's just called a Shaper. Oh, sorry, a War Shaper.
Both of those look pretty good.
Yeah.
Is it the same? Do they have the same feet position? We always do this.
Yes, yeah, this is the same model with two different ones.
Interesting. That means they put, because in the box it shows both of them.
Yeah.
That means they put two of the same kit in there. If they are in fact the same kit.
Well, let's just you get.
No, scroll up. It's in the picture. You have both of them. Oh, I thought this one was one.
No, that's just
Never
a leader.
mind. Never mind.
Cut that all out.
Cut that all out. We can't show that Mitchell's stupid.
No, that's
that's that guy.
That's the Flesh Shaper, who is also a really cool model.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even play Tau or Kroot, but I like all of these. So this is the new Carnivores. Again, we kind of got these with a Farstalker Kin Band, but not really.
Yeah, they're very reminiscent. They were obviously sculpted to be together. I'm
sorry. Just the giant blunderbuss.
That looks like an orc weapon.
It does.
These guys look very alien.
Yes.
Which is because it's really weird to see like a race with no clothes on.
Right.
They look more Tyrannid in that way.
I like that because they're the only sentient aliens, because Tyranids are only arguably sentient.
Yeah, no, they're
the only sentient aliens that aren't just humans with us feature changed.
Yeah.
Humans, but with pointy ears.
Exactly.
Humans, but blue. Humans, but short.
Yeah.
Like, that's almost all the Xenos races.
Yeah.
I mean, even orcs.
Necrons to the exception.
Humans, but now they're
robots?
Robot skeletons.
Then why are these just humans with spiky hair?
And naked.
And naked. Necrons are naked.
Like, they're still clearly humanoid, but...
Yeah, I understand. But, like, they are alien enough to be, like, slightly unsettling.
That's what I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It does establish that in Kroot society, you only get pants if you are high ranking.
Yep. You don't get clothes until you're cool.
Yeah. You get some armor.
That's true.
And this is where we probably get to ones that are really exciting to folks who actually play Kroot, which is where the Krootox. Because this was a terrible resin model.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrible. And now these look very cool.
Yes. And given that this one has its mouth closed and this one has its mouth open, that means you do have multiple head options.
There's also multiple gun options, obviously. Because we have big F-off cannon and las something?
That looks like a...
Oh, no, yeah, that's like a rotary...
Oh, my God, that's a revolver barrel.
That's
a double-firing revolver barrel.
That's amazing.
I love that. Oh, that's a Necromunda gun right there.
Oh, hell yeah. Everything is Necromunda.
It does say they have a Kroot detachment in the Codex.
Oh, nice. They do say somewhere in this article that you can run a full list of just Kroot.
Well, that's going to be the Kroot detachment.
Yeah.
All
deploy
Kroot.
an all Kroot force.
And then these are new, because these didn't really have equivalents.
They are the Kroot Riders?
Yeah, because we've got Krootox.
Yeah.
And then Krootox Rampagers.
Oh, okay.
I think this is the Krootox... this is the Krootox, and there's the Krootox Rampagers.
Yeah.
Which these look like melee cavalry,
or
short-range melee cavalry. And it says not even the only new Kroot Utes coming. Kroot Utes?
Kroot Utes.
Kroot by the foot.
So yeah, apparently it's similar to, what was it, where they were like, this isn't even half our reveals. It was the Tyranids thing. But yeah, so there's even more coming out after this, which is cool.
I might get this box.
Really?
I really like Kroot. My first introduction to Kroot was Blackstone Fortress.
Oh, fair.
Deik Grek is one of the characters you can play. He's a Kroot. He's actually one of the worst characters to play. Of course. But in the Blackstone Fortress books, he's a really fun character.
Nice.
Kroot can... First off, they change into things by eating them.
Cool.
So as they eat more of something, like, for example, there are Kroot who, in wars with orcs, eat orcs and get more orcish. like they get bigger
Okay.
and dumber. They can also eat things to get their memories.
Oh, that's
So, for example, in the Blackstone Fortress book, the Kroot eats a spindle drone,
Wow.
gets high off his butt, and then has a better understanding of the fortress.
Wow.
So I love their lore, and I love their looks, just because they are very alien. And I'm like you, humans are boring.
Yep.
Humans are only fun when we put them in tanks.
Yeah, fair enough.
And yeah, so I'm probably gonna get this box,
Wow.
which RIP my wallet.
Yep.
And of course, friend of the show, Sean, is over the moon. And then we move back to Age of Sigmar with the first non-Marathi aligned Daughters of Cain model.
Oh, I didn't realize she was non-Marathi aligned.
So she's Krethusa the Croneseer. In Old World Warhammer, Old World lore alert.
Yeah.
There was Crone Hellebron, which was basically Marathi had eternal youth because she figured out eternal youth.
Yeah.
Crone Hellebron stole it but didn't quite get it right. So she had to keep bathing in the blood of slaves like every so often to not get old and decrepit.
You know, the
so
old
this
story.
is a reference to her.
Okay.
This is an elf who I guess worshipped a different god, the Crone Queen. I forget what her name is. It's in the article. Basically got thrown out because Marathi doesn't tolerate that kind of crap.
Yeah.
And when Marathi ascended to godhood by opening Slanesh, a little bit of that god that she worships leaked out
Interesting.
into her, and she got wings.
That's pretty dope.
So she is a new model for Daughters of Cain. The Crow Queen, the Crow Crone Queen. She's Krethusa, a loner in the Sisterhood of Cain. So she is blind because it's the circlet of Morai Heg, which is spiked on the inside.
Oh, cool.
She sacrificed her sight, and that didn't actually give her anything. It wasn't.
That's hilarious.
It wasn't until Marathi,
Yeah.
ate a bit of Slanesh, a little bit of the old guy leaked out. So yeah, this is the first time we've seen any kind of like dissent at all in Daughters of Cain.
Yeah.
Because they're one of those factions that has no internal conflict.
Which is strange because they're all like blood sacrifice and
Yeah, but when you're
like, everybody's into the blood sacrifice.
right, yeah, and Marathi's very good at getting rid of people who aren't into.
That's true. She's a giant snake lady.
So yeah, I think this is a really cool model.
Oh yeah, this model's amazing.
I always liked crows. Like Corvus Cabal is my favorite Warcry thing. I could see some kit matches going on
Oh,
there.
that would be very cool.
The downside is that this is coming in the next Dawnbringers book.
So this is okay. So they have now previewed and not released 3 Dawnbringers books.
Yes, correct.
Wait, no.
2.
Is 2 because this is the one that's after death,
Right, which we still haven't gotten yet.
which we still haven't gotten.
Still haven't gotten the death book
This-
with the Death King.
This is the order book, or one of them, I guess.
Yeah. It does say that she is going to help the Twin-Tailed Crusade.
I don't know what that is.
The order thing that's marching across the realms.
yeah.
Anyway, she's helping Sigmar.
She's more order than the blood sacrificing people.
Apparently, yeah. Or maybe she just really hates Marathi.
Maybe.
The problem is I can't unsee it. Like if you start looking at these like eyebrows.
Nope. She's too cool for that. I can't allow it.
It says she comes in an army box.
With 3 models. Oh, okay.
No, it's her, 5 Doomfire Warlocks or Dark Riders, and 10 Witch Elves / Sisters of Slaughter.
Her and 15 models that are illegal to drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see she's not big.
No, she's like, I don't know, 50 mil.
Yeah,
She's like Demon Prince sized.
Yeah, she's not that large.
Which
She's
would be-
not Marathi sized.
She would make a sweet Demon Prince.
She would. Yeah. Paint her correctly, a sweet Zinch Demon Prince.
Oh, hell yeah. But yeah, that model's fantastic. If it comes out by itself, I might pick it up because it looks amazing. I don't even play Daughters. I have no inclination to play Daughters, and that model looks great.
Not my thing, but an amazing model, and it's always happy to see the lore advance like that.
Yeah.
Also featured in Book 5, Shadow of the Crone, is the Saviors of Cinderfall, a.k.a. the coolest inquisitorial warband you've ever seen.
They're kind of cool, yeah.
This guy, look at him.
That guy is, yeah. He's got the most charisma.
I aspire to that level of mutton chop.
Yeah, good luck.
But this guy,
God,
2 guns.
2 guns. One of them's double-barreled. Very cool.
Hey, 40K called it wants its rogue trader back.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a big cat.
yeah, if you just put this model in 40K as a rogue trader,
no changes.
no change. Or Necromunda,
Yeah.
as a fallen lord or
That would
something
be
like that.
Such a good Necromunda model.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, on the stream they called this a Siamese cat. It's not. It's a Sphinx cat.
Yeah, it's a Sphinx.
Get it right, GW.
Idiots.
I mean, this one's the least exciting, but
Yeah, because
like,
it's just...
but they made up for that by giving him the bestest boy.
Disagree.
Oh, look at him.
I mean, yeah, but he's just a regular...
Adorable Griffhound. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's just a regular Griffhound.
Which is good.
No. Like, the key on his back on the guy looks cool.
So the key is the literal key to the city, which allows him to go through a door, any door in the city, and come out at any other door in the city.
What?
That's his lore.
Okay, that just got more stupid.
It's so bad. Like, he's got the key to the city, and that means you can walk out of one door and walk into a doorway and come out of any other doorway anywhere in the city. He basically has infinite teleport power within the city.
I hate this man. All the other models in this line look cool.
Well, they're coming as a box.
I hate it.
And, well, I mean, you could just, leave that one unbuilt. But the rest, I'm getting this box.
Yeah.
If you play Mordheim, this is mandatory for your Inquisitorial warband. I want to 40k this guy up a little bit, maybe. All you have to do is replace his gun with something a little more sci-fi.
With the pistol being in the cape like that, it might be molded in.
Oh, it won't be easy, but I want to do it.
But you're going to do it?
I like that the cat is arching its back and rubbing against her.
Yeah.
As cats do.
So, these models are so interesting, but also really cool. Except for the guy with the key. I don't like those guys.
And they also are getting their own book.
Yep. Callis and Toll.
Callis and Toll, yep. Oh my, Callis and Toll, is that a Tango and Cash reference?
Oh my god.
Or just a lethal weapon?
Callis and Toll. Yeah, this is okay. This is off of the back of the success of the Necrons book. Because
Divine?
Infinite and the Divine, which was a buddy cop.
Buddy cop comedy. Oh, I would watch that. Anyway, this is my personal favorite box of this release. I cannot wait for it to come out. I am ordering it. I don't know what I'm going to do it for or use it for. But yeah.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Zondara's Gravebreakers bring love to the Death Gorge.
What a strange sentence
that was the first time I read that.
Bring love to the Death Gorge?
So the thing is, her love of her life died, and she is a necromancer to try and revive him. He didn't die. He's the werewolf. That answers your question.
It does.
Because you said... What did you say about this werewolf, Mitchell?
I said he's striking a pose that's a little too... how do I say this on YouTube?
Stupid sexy werewolf.
Stupid sexy werewolf. He's like, what is he doing there?
You're like, he is definitely,
He's
like one of your French
modeling.
Yeah. So that's wise, because that's his girlfriend, and he's just putting on the show.
Oh my god, I did not notice.
I love the raven here.
Yeah. The cool little carrion bird.
And then she's also got some other thralls. These are very boring zombies.
Yeah, they're not even as interesting as the regular zombies.
Why did you grow his own ribs out? That wasn't necessary. How does that help?
Yeah.
How does that make it better?
It's when somebody grabs him, they go, "Ow, my hand."
So yeah, that's basically you've got a Zondara and her lover Feralane. Oh my god, it's just the word feral.
It is.
I don't love that as far as werewolf design goes.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
That being said, my understanding of the peak of Warhammer werewolf design was the Vargskir from Curse City, because it was astounding and awesome.
It looks amazing, and I wish it was better.
But if they'd put that in here, she wouldn't want to change him back. So
that's true. Yeah, he changed him to that, and she was like, "Ugh."
No, oh honey, no.
Honey. Oh honey.
What I like this for? No, we're going to the Death Gorge to get you fixed.
Yeah, we're gonna change you back.
What kind of fixed? And yeah, you and I don't really,
I've played before. It's fine.
Yeah, I liked Underworlds a lot. I got off the train because of the card bloat, and then them introducing a new format with new card bloat.
Yeah,
and I was like, eh.
Agreed.
It says Beast touch zombies, but
yeah, he touched all the zombies. Pick
Toil and Crack Tomb.
Crack Tomb.
Wait. Pick Toil. Crack Tomb, because he cracks
the tomb.
Man,
that's terrible.
You didn't even try.
That's like me making up my Necromunda gang names. Like that guy, he has a grenade launcher, so his name is
Grenady.
Launcher Lad.
Yeah. And then last, but certainly not least, even if you are not a Horus Heresy player, as we will discuss, it's Solar Auxilia in plastic, and I'm not talking about the ones for Epic.
Yeah.
This is going to confuse a lot of people.
It will.
People are going to buy the wrong box and be mad.
One way or the other.
Right.
Oh, I could get 35 miniatures for $45? No.
So
No,
you got
can't.
the Army box, Solar Auxilia Battle Group. It comes with 20 Solar Auxiliary lights? No, it's Auxilia las rifle sections. Basically, this is what Imperial Guard looked like in Horus Heresy.
Right.
They were a lot better equipped and had a lot better stuff. They weren't all running around in cardboard flak armor. They had actual armored suits.
This is before the Dark Age?
Yeah, it was It's post Dark Age, but in between Horus Heresy and Warhammer 40,000, everything has gone downhill for 10,000 years, including their technology. So we get some Solar Auxilia. These are very, very, very 1950s sci-fi robot monster inspired.
Yes.
Which I kind of like, but also kind of don't.
Really?
I don't know. Like they're very clearly modeled off of like diving suits because that's what those monsters in those movies were wearing. They would just be wearing diving suits. But I do like these models.
They do look cool.
I like the helmets. The weird waist armor. I'm not sure I love.
This is a little strange.
But overall,
yeah,
I like it.
The leader having the like one extended lens is kind of getting me.
Yeah.
He's got like he's got a monocle.
Also a command group, which just like in 40K.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yep.
You got the leader, you got the comms guy, you got I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And a banner.
But here's where we get into the meat of this.
The
thing I'm actually excited
cool
about.
Things. Yeah.
So first off, you get a Dracosian armored transport. You could probably use this as a Chimera if you really wanted to.
As a Chimera?
No, I said you could use it as one. It's going to be about... these tracks, I think, are about the same size.
Yeah.
That being said, it does say it carries 20 troopers. If we look up at the size of the box here, I don't think that's going to be a Chimera. I think that's actually more like Rogaldorn size.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Never mind. You could probably use it as a Rogaldorn.
That'd be cool. It does have a big cannon on the front of it.
Yeah, you have to be careful with that one.
I have to see the size after you build it. I'm just kidding.
You also have the Atheon Heavy Sentinel.
So, okay. So the only reason this didn't throw me off entirely is the Epic Sentinel.
Yeah.
Is strangely accurate to this.
Right. I don't like this at all.
I don't either.
You could use it as an armored sentinel in your games.
It's certainly armored.
Yeah, and has the right weapon options. But then we get into what I'm super excited about is that it's the Leman Russ.
That is a very cool looking tank.
So 2 reasons I'm excited. Number 1, it's the Leman Russ in a different format, which I always love. And 2, this is a updated plastic Leman Russ. The Leman Russ kit is not that bad.
Yeah.
But it is old.
Yeah.
And it's not that great.
And when the Guard Codex came out, they didn't make a new one. They just put them into one box.
Right. Which they've undone here because there's 2 different boxes depending on which one you want.
It's Horus Heresy.
That
it's
being
what they
said,
do.
I want a couple of these.
Those look very cool.
Because they look like, it basically you'd play it as a Leman Russ that maintained, they managed to keep for 10,000 years.
Yeah.
Maybe a Leman Russ commander.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Like a tank commander.
It's like decked out.
So he's got it because he's the commander and he's the one, one box comes with a battle cannon, a Vanquisher cannon, a Gravis Las cannon, which is a double Las cannon, or a Gravis autocannon. Obviously, you could use that as a normal Leman Russ, a Vanquisher, or the Exterminator autocannon.
Yep.
The other box, we'll skip these guys for a second, is the Demolisher / Volkite / Plasmid version.
Yeah.
But then there's also, these are basically Stormtroopers, but for... These are basically Scions. They're
Gotcha.
They're called
okay.
the Lardis Storm Sections. They're basically the Stormtroopers. I actually like these guys better than the ones above.
Yeah, I could see that.
They're a little more heavily armored.
They have less diving suit and more like actual armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though their helmets look more diving suit.
Yeah, which is a little weird. And here's perhaps the most amazing thing of all to me. This is the Malkador. Now, the Malkador is a tank that's been on the Forge World list for ages and ages.
Yeah.
But it's resin and very expensive. So this is finally a plastic Malkador.
That's awesome.
Which is somebody who's been eyeing getting a Malkador. The rules in 40K are not great.
Of course.
They have a worse save but more wounds. Basically.
Yeah.
Because it's how Forge World goes. But I still want 1 or 2.
Yeah. This is not in the box. The Malkador is not.
It is not.
Okay.
We'll scroll back up and talk about what's actually in the box. So the box does not come with everything.
Right.
It comes with a command section, 20 total, so 2 sections of the Auxilia infantry, 1 of the transports, and 1 Leman Russ, and 1 Sentinel.
Okay.
It does not come with the Malkador.
And it doesn't come with the other diving suit guys.
It doesn't come with the basically the Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
So not everything previewed is in that box, which is kind of funny.
That is weird.
So I probably won't be getting this box because it only has one of the tanks I want.
True. Wait for it to come out. If it comes out.
So, yeah, obviously, if you're a Horus Heresy player and you were someone who wanted to play
Yeah, this is pretty big.
Auxilia, this is a huge deal. If you're a 40k guard player, there's really no reason you can't use these as
Oh, yeah, easily.
guardsmen, scions. That tank, the transport is a little big and might not really work as anything.
Yeah, I would have to see its dimensions, but from the look of it, it's bigger than most.
It looks more like Rogaldorn sized.
You think so? Rogaldorn's huge.
It is, but look at how huge that is. It's just hard to tell with
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
But I'm looking at the guy on top. That's
Yeah.
about how he looks.
Wow.
And of course, the Lehman Rusted you can just use as their equivalent.
Yeah, it's Lehman Rust.
You just have to say, this is an antique Lehman Rust that somehow managed to survive.
It would be really sweet to see just a whole army full of this.
I'm not buying 8 more of them.
I'm not looking at you like you should do it.
Well, you need to tell me that because I want to do it. I just can't afford that. I'm sure that the Malkador, now that we finally have it in plastic, is going to get removed from the Imperial Armor Codex.
That would be so mean.
Well, luckily, I still got 2 years before I have to worry about that because the Guard Codex isn't coming out for ages.
Yeah, exactly. You're fine.
So that's it for the LVO reveals.
There's some really cool stuff.
Yeah, nothing that appeals like super directly except maybe this one.
Yeah.
But a couple things I've got my eyes on.
There was nothing, except for the werewolf, that I didn't like. It was all like, oh, that's awesome, or that's interesting, or I like the flavor of that, but nothing I'm probably going to purchase, except for maybe that Marathi. No, the Daughters of Cain chick. Because she looks very cool.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick up some of these Horus Heresy tanks.
Yeah.
And maybe the one box of
Oh, the Kroot.
the Kroot.
Yeah.
It'll depend on when it hits and when all this hits and how much money I have.
Same week as, I don't know. something else.
Adepticon? That's
Yeah.
what I'm worried about.
Adepticon week? Oh my god, that would be terrible.
Speaking of, our next preview show will probably be during or after Adepticon. That's because that's the next slotted thing where we've got big reveals.
Yep.
That'll be in March. Until then.
Bye-bye.